All right. Oh, shit. We're doing it. We're good. Are we cooking? All right. What episode is it now, Nicole? Is it episode 26? I think that's the number now. Episode 26. We're getting in there, guys. We're getting in there. Sinclair Noir. Am I saying it right? Is that's
proper?
Us,
man? That's great. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Proper enunciation. Got it.
Some people say Sinclair Noir. That's not it.
Sinclair. Do people really say that?
Well, they put the E on the noir on at the end of Sinclair. I'm like, no, that's not right. And then they're like, noir is not spelled with an E on the end. I'm like, actually, the French way is.
It's like there's another word like that where they spell it weird.
Yeah.
Right. Which one is it?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. Who cares? We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. So, how did you guys even form the band?
It kind of started with me and, just my apartment, like plugging up amps. I just went and bought a bunch of stuff at like Guitar Center. And I worked with drum machines. And then I went into like a recording room basically in Austin, and I just tracked the drums myself. I kept the beats kind of simple because I'm not really a good drummer, but just to lay down like an EP, but I know enough bass guitar and vocals to come up with something, and I put it out, and the first song, Fascist State, kind of went a little bit viral online, and I was like, oh, like people kind of dig this, But I'm gonna piss a lot of people off when I say this, but I do not want to get on stage as like a solo artist. For me, it's like I gotta have that pulse of the drummer behind me and the bass guitar just like rattling the club floors.
Right on. Let's back it up though, because I know you because you were my fucking Uber driver.
I was.
Hell yeah. And I'm trying to remember which show we're going to, but we're going to Emos. And I'm like, this guy's fucking cool. This guy's pretty chill. And I knew from the conversation too, like, oh, he's gonna be great on the podcast. We're gonna have a fucking blast. We're gonna tell some stories, get into some shit.
I think that was the night that there was that crazy guy where he wanted me to go buy him the dick pills or something. Was I telling you that story?
There was a crazy story. That might have been it.
Yeah,
that might have been. I was trying to remember. There was a crazy story involved.
So this guy he got in one of my rides, and he took me to like 3 different gas stations, and he kept like furiously adding stops. And like this was only in like the first month of me like doing this for side cash, and I was kind of new at it. I'm like, why is he adding so many new gas station stops? And they were all closed. And he was looking for the specific inventory of a specific brand of dick pill. And
I need to get some of these. Like shit. If he's that convinced, we need to get after this shit.
Like that outfield or some dude. Viagra or some dude.
He literally was like taking me to 3 stops, and then I get to the location where I'm dropping him off of, and he comes back out and he schedules another ride like 2 minutes later. I'm like, what happened? He's like, apparently he had paid for a hooker to, fuck him. And he had taken these pills and they didn't work. I was like, well, what were you trying to get him to do? He's like, well, I guess he was like not circumcised or something, and it was crusted shut, and he wanted the pill to force it open.
That is gnarly, dude.
I'm like, nah, I can't believe it. And the thing is, he reported me later. What? He reported me. I'm like, dude, you screwed me over tonight. Like, it was the craziest.
There's a lot to unpack here.
There was, and then I picked you up.
And then you're like, oh, some fucking normal people. Okay. Well, I mean, we're kind of normal, but normal compared to this gentleman.
This specific gentleman. I think he was like South American or something. Like, he didn't speak English well, so it was hard for me to understand what he was saying.
Well, I have to say, with like the crusted over dick thing, you can't make that up. You know what I mean? Like that's not something you make up as a bullshit story. Like that has to happen.
Well, I mean,
for it to,
I'm sure there's urologists that could like maybe do an emergency snip. I don't know. I mean, but that sounds awful.
God. You know, I'm glad circumcisions happen when I can't remember it, dude, because it is a gnarly thought when you think about it, dude. I don't know.
I enjoy it. I mean, you know, you run into like 9 out of 10 chicks. They're like, I love it, and then there's always that one like weird hippie chick, like, oh, I'm so sorry your parents did this to you, and it's like, you know, it's you've been around the block enough. You meet all kinds of women, you know.
Dude, absolutely, absolutely, and to each their own, right? You know, to each their own. You know, whatever you're into, you know. Everyone deserves to be into something except for pedophiles.
Yeah,
you know?
and I knew the Epstein thing was going to come up. Our last song was literally about the Epstein files.
Was it really? Which was that Another Day?
Black Shore. That's
okay,
the newest one.
I was listening to Another Day, and I fuck with y'all's music, and I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I listened really I saw some of your videos and stuff from like the show at Kick Butt, which I want to talk about later. But I like really went onto your Spotify like in the last couple of days and started jamming, and I was like, oh, my Uber driver fucks, dude. Like, let's go. Dig it, dude. And when I forget what you said to me when you were describing your music. Respect for not playing it when we were in the car. Yeah. But I think you said it was hardcore or something like that.
It's kind of like it's death rock with dark wave, and I like the drums to have kind of an industrial feel where they're they're following a drum machine.
Okay.
So it's like half electric drums, half acoustic drums.
Gotcha. I think I picked that out when I was listening.
So it gives it that sound.
Because in one of the songs, and this was I was like running today, and I was listening to y'all shit, and there was a song where there was like 16th note, like hi-hat notes, and then the rest of the drums sounded like acoustic, but the hi-hat sounded like almost like an 808 or something.
They were. Well, it's actually a 909.
Damn, I got a good ear, dude. Fuck.
Yeah, you do. You know, I'm like, this guy is a freaking good musician too, right?
Yeah. You know, I do a little bit. I do a little bit here and there. But what surprised me after hearing you explain it and then listening to it is how like I was expecting like fucking heavy shit, like heavy metal, and what I got was like heavy but dancey. Like it sounds kind of David Bowie sort of esque, a little bit of Bowie influence.
Dude, I love that because I love David Bowie, and like weirdly enough, what got me into David Bowie's music was like the most macho thing I'd ever done, which was just like my personal trainer like hit the gym. Like heavy bench presses and like I'm like, so what do you listen to? Do you listen to like hardcore punk or death metal? He's like, nah, man, I love David Bowie and Prince. But you know that whole gym culture is very like 80s influenced. You know, it's like the whole Schwarzenegger boom.
Absolutely. You know, I love a good fucking shorty shorts fucking look, dude. Right. You know, we did I actually did a music video. Maybe a year ago. I think we shot it during South by Southwest 2025. So in March 2025. But we rented out this dance studio off Riverside and did like a... have you ever seen the movie with John Travolta and Jamie Lee Curtis when they're doing the dancing?
Yes,
in the studio, the workout dance?
Yes.
We kind of like mimicked that a little bit. And it just came out super fucking fun, dude. And when you think of the '80s and the color, you've got the color, but on the flip of that, you've got kind of like start the goth thing kind of starting to arise. Actually, I don't really know when like goth came about, but like.
You know, and you know, nobody can even agree on what it ever was because I hear some people always complaining like, no, it's like a strain of punk, and then other people are complaining, no, it's gothic rock, it's its own genre, it's its own creation, there's nothing to do with the others. And then other people are like, nah, man, it's got to be like hard techno, hard industrial EBM, like dark wave. If it's not electronic based, I don't consider it goth. And I'm like, none of those answers are wrong because it's this weird umbrella genre where you've got this family tree of guitar music coming in, and then you get this family tree of electronic music coming in, and it's so eclectic between all of that. So it's like, where does it fit? It's not metal, it's not punk, it's not rock. It's goth.
You know, I feel like the purists of today, of whatever genre it is, I'm kind of just like, okay, fucking get over yourself a little bit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
They're so
like,
snobby too. They're like, well, it's not the real. You know.
yeah, exactly. I mean, I get where you're going with that.
And it's some journalist that has like 3 opinion blogs, and I'm like, yes, like, please tell me, what did you create?
Yeah.
What did you make?
Yeah.
Nothing.
The people who are making shit are just making shit.
They're just making
and
stuff.
enjoy. Anyone who's making good art or music or whatever it is loves the process.
We were talking about David Bowie, and he even said it's like the moment you begin to perform for the gallery,
There it is.
you know, you've lost the essence of what you
stick
are
with the
aiming
British.
for.
Stick with the British, bro. You got it.
You got to get in character, man. I mean, you know, but he's like, and that was his quote. He was like, never perform for the gallery.
Never perform for the gallery. I like that. I do like that. We had a podcast a few weeks ago. My buddy John Cherry came on. He's a keyboard player. He plays in a bunch of like R&B groups and stuff in Austin and just like gigging all the time. But he came on podcast and we just got hammered.
Yeah.
And we did. I want to say we did like 20 minutes. The last 20 minutes of the podcast was us like talking like the Beatles.
Yeah.
And it was just like sometimes I look back and I'm like, that's funny for a little bit, but dude, fucking give it up. Man.
Yeah, no, like, where does the audience interpretation of this? Like, because people like when I was in high school, I was not like some like dropout or stereotypical punk kid. I didn't wear the makeup yet or anything like that. I just had my hair long and I wore like a denim jacket and I just listened to everything. I was like, I like metal, I like synth pop, I like goth, I like punk, I like grunge. I loved grunge.
Fuck yeah.
Classic rock, you know.
Blues.
I mean,
there's good stuff in every.
There is
in every area, you know, and there's shitty stuff.
There's shitty stuff.
There's shitty stuff.
There's like 100 bands always in each camp where you can tell they're just totally copying the other guy.
Yeah, 100%.
And we didn't want to do that. It's okay. Don't worry about the dog. I love your dog.
She always makes an appearance at least once or twice. But okay, so Ethan. Heard enough from you, dude. No, what's with the other guys in the band?
I love the sound of my own voice.
How did you guys are you guys what's your relationship to the music? Are y'all hired guns? Are y'all fucking living and breathing and dying this shit? Like what's the vibe?
Part of it is a lot of the contribution of the music. I mean, we love what Ethan writes, so yeah. I mean, I really love playing his music, so that's part of, you know, it creates something, you know, that we like and that we enjoy doing, you know, without being forced, without anything, because we all have different influences like throughout the decades of music. But I mean, at the same time, you know, we enjoy, you know, playing together.
Absolutely. What about for you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a bass player, so it's kind of hard for me to like write my own music, but I absolutely love playing other people's music. And so, like, yeah, I used to play in like a punk band, and I went to school for like pop and R&B. So a lot of my, I guess, playing background is in that, but a lot of my passion is in like kind of darker alternative music, like death rock, post-punk. And so, you know, this is just a really just super awesome opportunity for me to just flex those post-punk muscles, I guess.
Hell yeah. And so you studied music in school. Where did you study?
I went to Loyola University, New Orleans. So
hell yeah. My mom went there.
Really?
Right on. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, my mom and dad are both from New Orleans. So
okay.
So we get that New Orleans that you know, grew up having a lot of crawfish boils and shit, you know. Nice. So have y'all gigged in New Orleans?
We're actually heading out there in September
right?
4th. We're playing at No Dice down there in the Bywater.
All right, let's go. That's fun, man. So is this going to be part of like a tour or a leg of a tour, or is it just kind of a one-off that y'all are doing out of town?
This is our Orchard tour. It's in support of our debut LP, Bone Orchard, which we released last year, and then a promotion for our next upcoming album with William Faith, which is going to be recorded this year in September. And William Faith was one of the members of Christian Death, which is the death rock royalty band. Everyone reps them.
Hell yeah.
You know, they're like a wink wink in the scene. Like, do you really know your stuff? I know you like The Cure, but
Yeah.
you know that.
Right on, dude. So fucking touring the debut record. I fucking love it. How many stops is that going to be?
So overall in the year, we've got about 15 stops. We start in Austin, and then usually what we'll do is we'll regionally kind of shift out to San Antonio, Houston, and then in August, after we played this last home show at Kickbutt, we're going to go to LA at the Redwood Bar. And we're going to play with some pretty
Go
cool
Hollywood
acts.
style.
Right?
Let's go, dude.
And then we're doing New Orleans, and then we're going to do some Texas South, like, border stops, like Laredo and McAllen, and then we're going to do Chicago and Asheville.
October, right?
Chicago
October,
is so. Have y'all been to Chicago
September. It was September. I've been to Chicago when I had an overlay flight, and it was just ice cold in the winter, and I'm like, I'm not going into Chicago. I'm just going to stay in the airport. So no, I
Dude,
haven't.
Chicago is sick, and I imagine y'all be there in what like June or something.
We're
July?
going to be in Chicago probably the first weekend of October.
Oh, October.
Yeah.
That'll still be nice, dude.
Right.
Chicago is such a dope city. I got to go there when a band I was playing in, our album was being mixed at what is that? I'm trying to remember. I don't know if I could recall the studio, but really cool spot. I'll remember it and I'll text you. But sick studio, and they bounce all your shit and then they mix it on tape in this crazy tape machine. So it's this cool process. But it's just gonna fucking bug me.
Do you ever like miss that saturation you heard from records on tape where it just had this like warm, like
1000%.
It's like this warm overdrive, but there's no
Distortion.
Distortion.
It's
It's just like it's so wide. And when we record our albums, we run it through analog preamps, and I use the tape delays, and I try to get any kind of tape saturation I can, you know, with the tape delays. Anything that's got analog consoles, we're running through that. Because I just, that like really cold digital laptop sound, and I'm not dogging anyone using it. Hey, use what you got to use. I used it for the first EP, but there's just something about that analog preamp.
100%, dude. And you don't, it's one of those things too where you don't even like, while you're in the act of recording your music, you don't notice it really. Or at least I don't notice it until like after the fact that I'm listening to it on different things, and I'm like, oh, I didn't record that through the Nave or whatever, or I didn't have the LA2A compressor on the fucking whatever it was, and you can notice it. And but it's weird for me, and maybe I don't know. I also barely fucking understand how a compressor works. I'm like,
I don't know the science. I just know you don't want to over compress or overuse the limiter, but you want to use them. You don't want to not use them.
That's about my knowledge too.
It makes the quiet part louder and the louder part quieter.
Here we go, dude.
Or like EDM music or something.
It's a little more complicated than that.
It's that side chain like heartbeat, like you know.
Question here: what is attack?
I don't know. I guess
You
it's
ever
a
see that?
transient. Isn't
I don't know.
I guess it means a transient, which is like the initial like spark volume of a note, but then
You go from attack to another word that I definitely don't know what it means.
I feel like this all just
transient.
becomes alchemy, where it's like we don't really know exactly what 100% of each of these things do, but we just know when you mix them, you're gonna get something good.
I feel like you got something to say. You know what it is.
I mean, kind of. Like when I like in the context of a compressor, I think what the attack does is like it like the higher you have it turned up, like the more quickly like that compressor like clamps down like on the sound. So I think that's what it does.
I'm pretty
That
sure
makes sense.
that's the correct answer.
That sounds right. That sounds right to me. I mean, if you told me that that's what it was definitively, I would have believed you. So I think you're onto something.
Nice.
But so what are y'all doing? How are y'all getting y'all shit out there? I mean, I see y'all played Kick Butt. Let's talk about Kick Butt.
Let's do it.
How was that gig? Because I've played there before. It's always a good time. Always
Yeah.
a good time. How was it? Talk to me about it.
I think this was one of our best gigs. Like,
Let's go.
They let us play with our full stacks, which I can't tell you how many sound guys are going to piss me off when they tell me I want a silent stage and you're not allowed to even play out of your amps. I'm like, I did not lug this Mesa cab 4x12 giant refrigerator with my bare hands, which is basically a weightlifting workout, in my car to pull it out for you to just be like, actually, I just want to DI everything. I hate the sound of DI'd everything. I hate it.
Yeah. No, I get it.
It sounds horrible to me. I think what it is when you plug in everything DI, they just have a very low signal, which means they have to raise everything to the roof. So then you don't get warm analog compression, you get digital distortion. And it sounds like dog shit.
100% on board with you there. That being said,
Mike the Cabs. For the last time, Mike the Cabs.
But
that
it
being
was
said,
a fun show.
there have been some. Now, if we'd been having this conversation 5 years ago, 6 years ago, I would have said 100% fuck the DI.
Yeah, fuck the DI.
However, over the past year to 3 years, year three, something like that, I feel like some of the digital shit has gotten really fucking good.
It's gotten good.
It's gotten really good.
Recently.
Yeah.
I think what it is you and I have horror stories because we both started tinkering with this shit in the 2000s.
Yeah.
And
for sure.
early digital tech in the 2000s was dog shit, dude. It was horrible. Like, when you look at film stock from the 90s versus digital photos from 2001 to 2004, you almost always prefer the Walgreens film stock.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, it gave it that stupid red eye and all the dark rooms. I hate
Just looked cool though.
but it made you look like a demon, and you were like, I miss film, and I want to talk about the early 2000s for a second here. So he's only a year younger than me, and he's about 10 years older than me.
Okay.
So we're all on that cusp where we cut the last period of, cash for everything that wasn't some auto pay purchase, pay phones everywhere. Even if you had a cellular flip phone, battery's dead and you had a pay phone, there'd always be that upside down yellow pages and the rain soaked all the pages out. And you were like, fuck, I can't find the right cab company and this one doesn't operate at these hours. And just
I saw a payphone the other day.
did you really?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Now you're just just pull it out for an Uber, But, dude, those were the Wild West days looking back now.
Dude, the pre-Uber days, to be honest, I mean, thinking of the world without Uber, is kind of crazy now when I think about when I'm wasted out or whatever, I know that I can get home safely.
Well, and when you think about it,
cabs,
it's with Uber, it's think about this too on the driver's side. You don't have to take shit from a boss ever again. You just want to make rent money and do your own thing. You don't have to be under anyone else's thumb.
well, now we got the fucking Waymos going around.
Fuck that.
And you know why they're implementing that is because there's been too many cases where it was a guy driver and a chick, and there was something bad that happened, between it because it's still that human interaction. It's that risk liability from a corporation standpoint, and they're going to weed out any human liability they can.
100%. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's exactly the reason, but I mean, to that point though, I mean,
Well, they don't even have to pay a robot car.
They don't have to pay a fucking driver. Yeah, it's crazy.
And it's, if you really think about that's going to displace a lot of people's side income. And the thing is, I mean, you can get in a car with a dude driver and you could get assaulted, But then there's that other chunk of the dude drivers where they don't do that at all. They're just trying to make rent. So it's like that one guy is the bad apple, and it just screws everybody else over. Trying to make a fair buck. So,
well, when you when you zoom out too and make it bigger than just Uber and how Waymos are going to be displacing these drivers. I mean, I have this. If we want to get real fucking in the weeds, I subscribe to the idea that. The combination of AI and robotics are going to take over the fucking world, and no one will have a job, right?
Yeah. Well, and then how are we going to eat and do stuff?
Well, I think there will have to be some sort of universal basic income. There have to be, right?
But think about it. That's going to kill live music. No one's going to go out anymore at that point because the same drive gets you to go work somewhere is the same drive that gets you to be like, well, I worked all day, so I want to go out and do something because I worked all day. So I want entertainment.
Yeah.
And like it's people are going to lose that raw feeling of life where you went out to the venue, you went out to the roller skating rink, you went out to the movie theater, you went out to the bowling alley, you went out to the diner, you went out everywhere. I mean, we all went out. So everyday life was an adventure for most of our memory, based on the time frame we were in, because we were born in the peak middle of where there was the technological advancement to make life easier, but there was also the physical friction of life where you were out every day in a different environment and you were always meeting weird characters and you were kind of learning about the human condition through each weird character you met.
Well, and it's weird too because I have like a couple of girlfriend or friends of friends girlfriends or friends wives or whatever or just friends of friends that have been like in the I'm a little bit out of the dating scene right now, but that are like they'll only date someone that they met on one of the apps.
And I don't use dating apps. I've had a dry spell for like 8 months. People are like, "You're
you
crazy."
You heard it here, ladies. Eligible guy over here. Eligible bachelor.
And people look at me. They're like, they're like, "You're such a how." Like you're posting your shirtless gym pics on your like band page, and I am, but it doesn't mean I've had anything. Okay, hey, that takes a long time to get those abs to show. You got to eat like a bird.
Hey, if you got it, flaunt it.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like I need to get one of the, Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I thought it was genetic. I thought some people genetically just could not have abs. But like I'm like doing 100 crunches and I'm like, what is it? And I realized like I was carrying more body fat than I thought I was. Because like if you're a lean and tall build, you can get a belly and no one will notice because your skeletal proportions just hide it.
Yeah,
and you don't realize how much fat you're carrying until you like over the months it drops and you're like, holy shit, my waist is tiny. You're like, what?
I've got some tall ass friends that like if I hang out with them and then like eat when they eat and like do all the shit, I'll get fat as fuck, and they won't change. Won't change. They'll just be like not even looks no different whatsoever.
I feel like skeletons that are over 6'2", like you just can't tell where the fat is stored. Because it's like they're just so tall.
Just goes right to their cocks, dude. Fucking no.
I know.
Nah, yeah. Oh,
Well, like I said, you and I grew up in the era of public locker rooms.
This is true.
Remember these?
Oh yeah.
Like remember, like those were the days. Like like you had to hide, like if you were uncircumcised. There was a whole like trend, like if you're in the locker room and you're not circumcised, you can't let anyone know. Because like we're both circumcised, so like we'd be like, yeah, towel tag, motherfucker. But then there'd always be that one guy like, oh no, they can't know.
Just like kind of hiding in the corner.
I got the hoodie, they can't know. He's like, hey John, what are you hiding over there? Yeah, let it out, motherfucker.
Kind of a wild thing, though, when you think about it. Just
and like think about it. Remember, there was a period of time when the public education system let 12-year-old boys all tease each other's cocks.
Hold on now. Hold on.
I don't know about that.
No, this is a factual reality.
Oh my god, that's fucking funny. By the way, we could say anything.
You know
we
you
fucking
can say
want on
whatever
here.
the fuck you want.
And we can,
Absolutely.
and also after the fact, we can. It's super easy to cut little slips out. So if you want to,
No, I
but
like
no, we got to leave.
I like
that.
it raw.
We got to leave that one though. We got to leave that one in there. So what's like? So we got the tour in October. What do we have a big Austin show to kick off the tour? Because I want to see. I need to come
Yeah,
see y'all.
it
I need
was
to come
Kick
see y'all
Butt.
live. It was kick butt.
It was.
Fuck me. Well, y'all got
Crowbar.
time to do another.
We got
before
time.
then.
We might
Crowbar.
do.
Crowbar.
No, she the promoter emailed me back.
no,
They
no.
changed it. Dude. Okay, I feel like we're in the weirdest area. The bands act like professionals, but they're like, "I'll show up on time," and the promoters are the ones acting like the rock stars. Like, maybe it happens, maybe it doesn't. I just did another bump. You know, I swear to God, dude. In this scene, the promoters act like they're hot shit. I'm like, get off the coke.
There are some fucking high ass promoters for sure.
I know.
When it comes to booking, I'm not going to name places, but there are some fucking people booking bands in this city that
They're on
are
coke.
so out of their fucking minds, just like you said, and it's wild. It's wild.
I
get
think
it.
this city has a cocaine problem.
I mean, everyone does cocaine, dude. It's crazy.
I know,
I mean,
right? Like-
I feel like if you can't, like, when you go out, if you go out on a Saturday night and you go on East 6 or something like that, there's at least a few people in every bar you go to that are going to be
Like, you want it?
yeah, you want a bump? It's crazy. It's crazy.
And I think the culture just accepts it, but like, that's powder. You never know what's in powder.
No.
Flour. You know, you smoke weed. It's hard to hide.
Thank you, babe.
It's hard to lace something in flour. Not that you can't, but it's harder. I mean, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Powder. Put whatever the fuck you want in it.
I know.
You know, most medical, pharmaceutical research chemicals are already powder.
I had always wondered, and it just finally, recently kind of got explained to me, the fentanyl shit, and that it's people, they're not purposefully putting fentanyl in the cocaine.
Right.
It's people cutting it up on the same table or whatever, and then a little
And
bit
then
of mix.
it gets mixed.
And then if for someone that's never taken that or done that, which is probably more people than not, when it hits their system, it's like a fucking train.
It's a jolt, and it stops their heart. And you're like,
So
Kind of like cross contamination from the
yeah,
exactly,
Gambling, yeah.
exactly.
And that's the thing. It's like, I mean, we've tried prohibition this whole time with the war on drugs,
Yeah.
and it's not stopping people from using at this point. So, at what point are you going to decriminalize the process so then you can regulate the purity of each substance, and you sell a legal dose that is non-lethal?
I have wondered about that, and I don't.
And I'm not
yeah.
trying to advocate, like, if you don't want to use drugs or you're against drug use, don't use them, right? And you don't
Totally.
have to drink if you don't want to drink. But the thing is, people are like, well, how would that work? I'm like, well, we already do it right here. They've already done that with alcohol. Alcohol is one of the most poisonous toxins for the human body. It's in the same class as methamphetamines and morphines. So why, and I prompt this question, why not just decriminalize everything and then have a regulation process where it's a non-lethal dose for each substance, and then it's not going to kill the user. You can collect tax money off of it. And at that point, you've also weeded out the black market.
I have given that thought, and I don't. Part of me is like, yes, especially with certain drugs, like obviously weed, obviously mushrooms, maybe even acid. I don't know. With stuff with the powders, whether it's cocaine or heroin, or I guess heroin's not really a powder, but maybe it can be. But I kind of go back and forth because I'm like, is everyone just gonna be fucked up and die? Like would more people be using and get addicted if it were readily available like that? I don't know. I don't think anyone really knows, right? But it's kind of it is an interesting thought. I kind of go back and forth.
Dude, what are people not addicted to? I mean, people wake up every day. They can't start a day without caffeine.
Yeah.
Without
And then
looking at
people
their
halfway
phones.
through the day can't even finish the day without an energy drink, which is a fucking
yeah.
toxin dose of caffeine.
I'm addicted to cold brew for
Yeah,
sure.
there you go.
I fucking love it.
Like social media.
Oh, see now,
And
now
that's
we're
that's
talking.
more dopamine
Curling
stimulation.
addiction.
Now, yeah, we're really talking now.
And you could say, oh, well, this is a modern problem. No, it's not. You can go back to Grecians. You can go to the Egyptians. You can go to the Sumerians. Humans have always been concocting chemical compounds to inebriate or, change the body's, natural state.
100%. Yeah, it's in. I mean, you could just say get fucked up.
There you go.
You could just say get fucked up. People have been getting fucked up as far as we can go back.
I guess all this stigma and the taboo about being open about it. But at
Yeah.
the same time, it's always good to know because everyone can be safe.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So you two guys are sober, or just don't drink, or do you have any other vices, or
He likes weed. I'm a pothead. I love weed.
same?
I'll
I don't
give you
drink,
the
yeah.
list of drugs.
You drink
that-
a little bit?
No,
No
not
drink,
at all.
no alcohol.
Like
No
12,
drink.
12 years without drinking.
Oh wow, okay.
I'll
Oh,
give
yeah.
you the list of drugs I've done.
Okay, let's go. Let's
You
send
ready?
it.
Marijuana, alcohol, Adderall. Those are the pharmaceuticals or legals. Okay, I've done acid, shrooms, ketamine. Those are the.
Coke.
I've done coke.
I think I've done all these too. I think
I've done. Acid,
we'll
ketamine,
clip this
coke.
part for the Instagram too, for sure.
Yeah, well, we'll clip this off
yeah.
Instagram, but just to be, and then I've also done opioids.
Gotcha.
Those are what I've done, but I never touched heroin or meth specifically,
Yeah.
so I didn't do those two.
Have you heard of this shit? What's that shit? It's like legal in Florida or something, and it's like they use it to get people off heroin. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Methadone.
No,
Kramer, or
Yeah.
Oh, kratom.
Kratom. What is that?
I've seen it at the gas station. It's something very similar compound, but I'm not sure what it is.
Yeah, that's
what it is.
That's like legal everywhere, isn't it? Or
It
I know
might be
that-
legal everywhere.
I think
It
that
might be.
some states are like putting legislation on it just because of its like similarity to opioids, and they're kind of realizing like, oh shit, it's as bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what it's about. I just recently heard about it, so that's why
It's
I'm
just
like,
kind of like,
fuck are we
it
talking
makes
about?
you toss up. It's like humans have used drugs since the dawn of humanity, and then it's like, which drugs are legal? How lethal is it? How do you control the market? It's such a, no one knows what to do. Humans invent stuff that fucks us up or kills us or gives us the greatest pleasure you've ever fucking known. And there's just that human instinct to engineer shit. We don't like our natural. We're not like other animals like chimpanzees or orangutans, even if in our own family tree of hominids. I mean, hominins, not hominids.
It's like it's never enough.
Whatever.
Could have fooled
But,
me, brother.
But there's, you look at the other great apes and they do weird shit. They'll eat stuff that they know is going to create some psychotic effect. They'll do it anyway, or they'll, like, you would even think, like, oh, well, body modification, like tattoos, that's only human. That proves we're not apes. But, like, no, they'll do stuff. Like, they'll stick mud on their face and, like sharpen down their teeth. They'll do weird shit to mod their body, or, other animals, they do stuff like this, too.
Yeah, they get a little artsy,
They
dude.
do.
Dolphins in particular, they like to just like get pufferfish to inflate and then like bump them a little bit just to get them like a little bit high, but not like dead.
No shit.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Other animals do drugs.
I've heard that dolphins, I don't know if this is true, but someone a long time ago told me that dolphins are the only other, maybe not the only other animal, but one of the only other animals that has sex for pleasure.
Like the bonobos.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, they bonobos.
Bonobos, yeah.
So bonobos.
What is it? I don't even know what that is.
So there's two kinds of chimps, and this like freaks people out. But yeah, there's two kinds of chimps. So there's West African chimpanzees, and then there's their like very offshoot cousin, which are the bonobos, and they're East Africa. And there's a whole war of chimps in Africa. They do you know chimps organize warfare?
They can be mean. Yeah. They'll track you.
Is that not like?
I mean, hey, look, you know,
At this point, I'm like, I'm sure
yeah.
Darwin was right.
about-
if
At
you're
this-
talking about Donald Trump, then yes. Okay, no.
I'm like, when you like people like evangelicals, they hate Charles Darwin, and I know they do, but like, dude, he had a point. Like, dude, you look at the way West African chimpanzees and humans look. Dude, we're right offshoot of them. Like, they
So you
organize
believe in
war-
evolution? You believe in evolution?
Absolutely.
I think I do too. Yeah, I think I do too. What about you?
Oh, you're fucking stupid if you don't.
All right. I'm friends with many creationists too. Okay, I will not write you off. You can be my friend. Like, you know, I'm cool with all kinds of people. But
Take another shot.
let's
brother?
do it.
Let's do it. Let's get these. So Ethan and I are the only ones drinking on the pod today. Cheers, man. And thank you guys for being
Of
here
course.
again.
Yeah.
No, but West African chimpanzees, very violent, patriarchal society. So West African chimpanzees are a patriarchal society. They actually do the father's lineage. I claim this. You know, I'm the alpha. You know, I get access to all the females, and I will kill any of the other males in the tribe, and I'll hoard all the resources. And if the other males in the tribe try to overthrow me, they got to go through me, and I'll kill them.
Fuck.
Bonobos are matriarchal. And what's interesting about women is, you know, between the males that are the, you know, like hyper dominant ones and the ones that are more passive, females across different species, whether it's humans or other apes or, you know, other species, they actually like to equalize. So they'll fuck the dad bod guy if they love him just as much as, you know, Mr. fucking Dom Alpha, Christian Grey, BDSM motherfucker. You know,
Apparently, dad
Just
bod
like a
is in,
human.
or it was in. Maybe times have changed. I don't know. But you know,
women actually like to equalize, and men like to compete.
that makes sense. That makes sense.
But both. But
I like a competitive woman though.
hey, they're out there.
Yeah, she gets fucking nuts when we play. If we'll go to Top Golf or some shit, she'll be fucking getting pissed, dude.
Really?
Yeah, she gets after it. I like it though. It kind of gets me, you know.
It's
Gets me going.
You know, and the thing is like, there's no partner that's, you know, a trophy or a chess piece. You know, you got to accept someone else as another human.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, dude, we're all, and that's the thing, dude.
This whole
We're all kinda trying to
Instagram
figure it out.
algorithm, dating complaint, dating app culture is just this hyper gamified digital rat race, and it's so commercial, and people can't bond over something that's that digital and commercial. They just can't. You know, you're gonna meet someone you feel more real with at a bar or a physical space, and dude, when you look at like the 80s and 90s, we go look back at like home videos, camcorder films of those periods, and it's like, wow, like you realize how tangible and physical we used to be. People now are so like they experience life through a screen and they get all kooky in their heads because of it. You know, it's a different reality, and I think 2004, 2005 was one of the last few years you could kind of experience reality in just that grimy physical sense. You know,
What happened in 04 and 05 that was that
that was Facebook. That was
Facebook.
Zuckerberg. That was a complete overhaul
MySpace
of the human existential, you know, interaction with the world into a complete digital space.
I think you're right there because I mean the internet was just like I remember when the internet first was like a thing, and you know there's dial up and people are checking their email and they're like email is cool, you know what I mean? But I think you're right. I think when Facebook and then Instagram hit, that was
Facebook
when,
was 05, and then Facebook really blew up in 09 with the whole emo fad. But emo was actually blowing up on MySpace, and Facebook was the new thing.
I thought MySpace was cool because you could have your like music on your page.
It was your own web page.
Yeah.
MySpace was still a website creator. Facebook was the transition into the complete corporate overhaul where I own your digital identity now. You know.
It's weird. It's very weird.
Yeah. I watched all this shit change because the thing is, I didn't have an orthodox childhood. Like, my mother was very young when she had me, and she still wanted to party. So I had all of the old school hangover punks from the late 80s, all the industrial and goth kids from the mid 90s. There were the new metal guys in the early 2000s, you know, the emo guys. So I'd see all these house parties, you know, around her, and I was a really young kid, but I caught that tail end of the 20th century subcultures where it wasn't this social media rat race yet. It was like you could just kind of see people being in their own state. And that kind of argument in the room was a very physical, you know, you felt the rawness of people against each other, but kind of with each other at the same time. And I think ever since social media took over, you have this very scripted version of life where people kind of can't be real again with each other. And
Totally.
we caught that tail end.
You also can't go in public and like make a fool out of yourself.
I know, because someone will immediately whip it out and
record
film
it.
it. They'll film it.
So lame.
I remember like when I was like in high school, like, you know, I was always taught that like there's always a camera on you because like there is. Like I never got the chance to really like be
Try anything.
yeah, or like
Because
just be a
people are
stupid
gonna mock
teenager
you.
and like make
Yeah.
mistakes.
Totally.
So, it's so weird because, you know, if you're born in 2000, I consider that the very cusp year because you got to still experience middle school and early high school before any of the iPads or touchscreen bullshit came in. You know, that was still wedgie in the bathroom, you know, like breaking into the lockers kind of stuff, you know. So 2012 is when I saw everything shift, but if it was 2011 and before, you still had the old school pranks, the fucking like wedgies, the hall fights, the fist fights in the hall fights. Dude, there was always that crazy meth head family kid that would bring the pocket knife to school, and you're like, bro, don't bring a gun next.
Yeah. Did you see that? Have y'all seen that? Actually, this is before I start talking about movies and TV. Just yesterday, what I thought was kind of funny that since Sinclair Noir came on the podcast today and last night, Spider-Man Noir dropped on Amazon
the
Prime with
fucking
Nicolas Cage playing
no.
Spider-Man Noir.
Wait, did it really?
It came out yesterday. They dropped the whole season all at once. And so I'm a huge comic book nerd. Like, that's the one. Fucking Marvel movie, I fucking go.
All right.
Fucking opening night. I'm a nerd. I'm a hardcore nerd.
I'm curious, and I want to show you because I've been working on it.
Okay.
If you were to give a comic book like comparison to this physique, what superhero?
What superhero would you be?
Yeah.
Should we just give that for the camera? Maybe the camera can
And you don't have to
dial in on
lie.
that.
You
That could be cool.
you can be completely honest.
Let's see.
Which comic book character, and it can be a villain too. It can be like the Joker. It doesn't matter.
You kind of got like the lean thing going. I'm gonna say you kind of got a Spider-Man thing going on. Yeah, you kind of got a Spider. You should do Spider-Man for Halloween one of these years.
You think?
See, I'm a little. Your boy's got a little belly over here, so I'm not about to be walking around.
I
with a
tried to
fucking
kill the belly.
leotard,
I'm
bro.
like, I'd rather be Spider-Man than the belly.
See, what was that? Oh, I was Doctor Doom.
Oh shit!
I was
Dude,
Dr.
Dr.
Doom.
Doom's a badass though.
Doctor Doom is fucking tight.
I'm a Fantastic Four, man.
Shit. And y'all know Robert Downey Jr. is coming back to play Doctor Doom.
Is he really?
Yeah.
In December, Avengers Doomsday.
I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like the MCU is just kind of grasping for like, oh shit, we ended it with Endgame. What the fuck? Bring back Iron Man.
yeah.
I think the MCU's dead. I think it ended with Ultron in Endgame.
I mean, I'm really excited about
Late 2010s, late 2010s.
They've had okay. This is my thing. They've had since Endgame. They've had a couple good movies, like Spider-Man: No Way Home was a fun one.
That one was good.
Was a fun one, and then they've had like the Loki TV show, which was pretty good. And
They had their run.
They've had some good ones, but I don't know if it's that. We'll find out. I think we'll find out in December.
Yeah.
If Doomsday sucks, then Secret Wars is gonna suck, and then it's gonna be in trouble. But enough of me nerding out, though. Are you guys gonna play us a song or two or three, or what are y'all gonna do?
You want to do Vampire Drowns?
Fuck it, let's do it.
All right.
All right. Well, hey, before we do the music, what are we at, by the way? How long have we been talking? 50 minutes? Perfect. Okay, cool. Anything y'all want to plug just before we wrap up this? I don't even like to call it an interview because we just fucking shoot the shit.
We shoot the shit.
We just shoot the shit on here,
Just
dude.
hang it out.
Anything y'all want to plug before we just wrap it up and do
We got
y'all's
a new-
music and hear some jams?
We got a new 7-inch vinyl on.
Only 7 inches, dude.
Hey man, that's a good size. And it's on Bandcamp now, so go check it out. And it's gonna be $25, but if you're in Europe, I had to raise the prices. I'm sorry. You know, it's my president, not yours. I gotta pay the tariffs. So, new 7-inch vinyl out. It's new 2 singles, Black Shore and New Crime. It's on the same vinyl. Check it out. Go buy it. $25.
Hell yeah. Anything from you guys? Anything from the boys?
No, I mean, we're going to the studio for the new music, so we're very excited about it. Because,
hell yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, we want to dance. People, we want people to dance too. Because the first videos, the first music, it was very angry, more, like more angry, but this time, we're like more into it because we're getting to know more each other. So we've been playing together. So
Fucking love it. Yeah. Well, fellas, it's been an absolute fucking pleasure. We'll have to do it again. And it's awesome to bring people into the podcast. A lot of people that come on are my friends that I've known for years, and we all play music together and shit. So it's awesome when we have people on that, like, I don't know personally, and like we get to shoot the shit and just have fun. So I really appreciate you coming on. We'll do it again.
Dude, thank you.
yeah, thank you for
Thank
having
you.
us.
Hell yeah. Let's play some music.